Hey, this is Rhea Perry at Educating for Success, coming to you from the backside of nowhere in southern Tennessee. Tonight, we have a real treat for you guys. I am so excited about this. I just became a travel agent. I have been trying to do this, figure this thing out for about a year and a half, and I finally figured it out. And so tonight, I have one of my new best friends who I actually have not met yet, but I will soon, Miss LaVonda Thornton Bush from Houston, Texas, who is also a friend of Darren Vanette's, and you probably have met my black son, Darren, who is from Destrehan, the New Orleans area, Louisiana. And she is going to share with us tonight about how you can become a travel agent so that you can save money on travel and also make money. So also joining her is Miss Kyra Harris, who has also been super helpful with implementing this entire process. So I am so excited about having them on the call tonight. I'm going to turn it over to them and let them go. Welcome, Miss LaVonda. Great to have you here tonight.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I am super excited. I know Miss Kyra Harris is as well as Mr. Darren. I am just thrilled, and I want to thank you and your community for tuning in tonight. So I will be very brief. This will be a very high-level presentation. As many of you are already familiar with entrepreneurship and the network marketing world, but the travel side may be a little different. So just so that you guys know a little bit about me, I am a one-star director out of Houston, Texas. Right now, I am the number 37 money earner out of the entire company. Was awarded number 3 top seller in the company last year, guys. I have been in this industry for about almost 3 years. Actually, time flies when you're having fun. But my background is actually business development management in corporate America, where I was a oil and gas business development manager, for over 12 years. So it was my job to sell million-dollar products to billion-dollar corporations. I'm also a certified event planner. A lot of my event planning functions are very much like Miss Perry, where I was planning conferences and different conventions and things all over the world. And so travel just made sense to me, and I'm thankful. I was laid off from my 6-figure corporate job last year, March. So I've been working this business full time, and I don't look forward to going back to corporate America. And so that's just a little bit about me. I'm a wife, I'm a mom of 3, and I am thinking about homeschooling my babies. I have a 3-year-old daughter, a 5-year-old son, and an 18-year-old son who's actually headed to college. So I'm just excited to be here. But hopefully after you get the information tonight, it will be enough information for you to say if the travel business just makes sense for you. And so here with Planet Marketing, we're just really going to harness the power of entrepreneurship, the travel industry, and e-commerce. So of course, you guys already know the power of earning more income through the home-based business, right? But what I want to do is really share with you guys the power of traveling more through some of our amazing travel secrets. And of course, if you're saving more money, you're going to do more. So a lot of times people come on board with us and they start traveling more than they've ever traveled before. And of course, you know, we want you to experience more without getting an additional job or adding more to your plate. So there's 2 ways that you can actually come into the travel industry as a travel agency owner. One, you can start from scratch, which will require hundreds of hours of school and education and things to do, right? But then also thousands of dollars of starting from scratch. Or you can partner with a host agency. So with us, you're going to partner with IntelliTravel.com, which is one of the largest travel agencies in the world, guys. In fact, they've been around for over 25 years, and they were the originator of the home-based travel agent opportunity. So if you've ever heard of an opportunity like this, they got the concept from IntelliTravel. And what I love is through your partnership, you're going to have all the licenses and credentials you'll need to come on board and immediately start to book travel earn travel commissions, as well as get the discounts on your own travel. So now you're looking at having the credentials you'll need to book and sell cruises, hotels, resorts, airlines. You'll even have access to passports and visas, guys. Just a ton of access, right? But IntelliTravel has an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau. So it speaks volumes to what IntelliTravel brand is in the industry, guys. But this gentleman you see pictured here, he's our co-founder and president. Mr. James Farrar is just flat out amazing, guys. He's well respected in the travel industry, but what I love is that he still books travel. In fact, he was just here in Houston a couple weeks ago administering travel training. And so what I love is that he's also always looking for innovative ways where he can improve the IntelliTravel brand for us as agents, guys. And so the only way that you can become an IntelliTravel agent is through a Planet Marketing rep. See, we have an exclusive partnership. So through Ms. Perry, you will be able to own your very own IntelliTravel home-based agency, guys. But there are so many things that you can do as an agency owner. And here is where I like to point out that this is not a vacation club. It's not a timeshare. So people are accustomed to those timeshares or travel saving clubs, right? Where they tell you all the places you can go, when you can go, and how much money you can save. But when you own your own home-based travel agency, guys, you can go wherever you want, whenever you want. And get this, you can even customize your travel. You can put together payment plans, payment arrangements. You can even negotiate direct with the vendor. So now you will have access to planning those amazing group cruises, even nonprofit cruises. I actually, Miss Kyra Harris has a lady on her team that she is blind, and so she have been bringing on board other members of her blind organization, guys, and so they want to plan a group cruise for the members of their nonprofit, and it's absolutely phenomenal. But think about the wedding industry. People are getting away from those traditional church weddings, and now they're going on these destination weddings and amazing honeymoon getaways, and then the group travel. See, my 18-year-old, he's played sports since he was 3, and we've traveled all over the country for basketball, football, track, and I was the team mom booking the travel. Now I help other team moms actually book travel for the team, but they're now doing it as their own travel agency. So you'll have that access as well. Fraternities, sororities, just impossible to name all the possibilities you have. And then of course you can sell anything pretty much from home, right? But the travel industry is very powerful because almost everyone we know is already traveling or want to travel. But guys, travel generates over $8 trillion a year, and it's expected to double in the next decade. And it's already the #1 research word online. So just think about how often you go online or Google to look for your next destination or just to book your own travel, right? So people are always looking for us online. This month is spring break, so we know millennials all over the globe right now traveling, but they spend $200 billion a year traveling. And then of course, baby boomers fuel the travel industry because they retire and want to travel. So what we do is show you how to get paid on what people are doing anyway. Here is where I like to point out that, you know, you guys may be like me. I never used a travel agent before I became one, right? But also, whenever I thought about travel, for one, I thought about business travel because that's what I did 85% of my time. But secondly, I thought about, you know, vacationing. No one ever told me that a bulk of my travel would actually be centered around getting people to funerals or medical treatment, things like that, right? And so you definitely will have those opportunities where it's unfortunate situations, but you're still getting paid for those trips. You also have to understand that this is powerful. This is one of my favorite slides because there's so many options out there, but IntelliTravel pays some of the top paying commissions. You will earn 70 to 80% of the commission paid to IntelliTravel for all the travel that you're booked. What are travel that you've booked, excuse me. But think about this, guys. There's a commission built inside of every type of travel. So if you went on a booking website like a Priceline, Expedia, something like that, you are going to have a commission that's built inside of that price already. The website earned the commission. If you went through a travel agent, that travel agent price has a commission built inside of it. And then some people go direct to the vendors. Like they'll go directly to American Airlines or Marriott, Hilton, or what have you. And guess what, guys? All they're doing is keeping the commission and paying it to their staff. So now let's say if you put together a couple's trip to Aruba and there was a $1,000 commission check attached to it, you would earn $700 to $800 of that. Now, the difference in the 70 to 80% is that everyone starts off earning 70% of the commission. Once you have earned $5,000 in commission, you now will receive 80% of all commissions that are paid out to IntelliTravel from what you have booked. You are partnered with every major vendor worldwide. So I get people all the time, they're saying, well, can you tell me all your vendors? And I'm like, it's impossible, because we do business with all the airlines, all the cruise lines, all the hotels, all the resorts. We have access to the concert tickets, the event tickets, game tickets, even before they're released to the public. And again, you'll have access to passports and visas, all the insurance companies, guys. That is your product. We are partnered with them, and there is no third party. You can deal directly with Carnival Cruise Lines. In fact, they helped me book my very first group cruise. But there's reserved inventory on group cruises, which means that if your clients go on a Royal Caribbean website and that particular ship is sold out, you as a travel agent will still have access. So we have the best customer support and service, guys. IntelliTravel has all the tools in place to teach you how to book travel. And I love saying that if you have ever booked your own travel online, you are already trained 90%. The other 10% is us giving you the access to the websites that are only available for travel agents. And most of these vendors have websites that are already together for you as an agent to go on there. But you'll also get your very own booking engine, guys. You'll be able to send your friends and family to your website to book their own travel, and you'll still earn 70 to 80% of the commission. So here's some examples of commissions that you can earn from business travelers. Let's say if you know some golfers that you put together the trip, they're going to golf anyway, and you get $274 in commission. This is my favorite, the honeymoon cruise, or not the cruise, but the honeymoon getaway, guys. People are always announcing their engagements on Facebook. Could you imagine sending someone on a 7-day honeymoon and you get a $561 commission check? Or even these group cruises are very popular. I have a gentleman on my team right now. He's working on a 200 cabin group cruise. But let's say you put this 5-day group cruise together, 20 cabins, Western Caribbean, and you'll get a commission of $2,240. See, we get people that they specialize in certain things, right? Some people specialize in Hawaii. Some people specialize in Puerto Rico, family vacations, romantic trips. Some people say, I'm not leaving any money on the table. I'm booking anything that comes my way. We don't limit you. We don't give any requirements. There's no quotas. So you can do as much or as little as you want. But I love to share my savings, because one of the things that my husband and I have been able to do as travel agents is really save a lot of money from things that we were already doing. So I went on a business trip when I was in corporate America, and I actually stayed at the Fairmont Banff Springs. When I checked in, I told them, hey, listen, I'm a travel agent. Do you have any free upgrades? Guys, they gave us a free upgrade to a presidential suite. That saved me over $800, guys. We rent cars all the time through Hertz. They have an exclusive partnership with IntelliTravel. In addition to, they already have travel agent rates. So we rent luxury cars for like $15 and $20 a day, guys. And one of my favorites is actually this Bahamas familiarization trip I'm going to tell you more about. But I saved over $2,800 on what looked like a vacation. But you're going to have access to hundreds of trips as a travel agency owner, guys. And being a part of IntelliTravel, we've actually booked over $110 million of travel in the past 16 months through our partnership. But this is where you will be able to better educate yourself firsthand. You'll have access to hundreds of free certifications online. Guys, you'll get exclusive invitations to come out as a travel agent to experience it so that you can learn more and you can sell it better. And so last year I was invited by American Airlines. You see my certification there. It took me about 30 minutes, y'all, to complete that certification on American Airlines website. It was very simple. They told me about all the places that they traveled to, how to put together custom trips, how to set up the payment arrangements, why American Airlines. I got a diploma. I was able to put it on Facebook and it generated more sales. But they said, listen, travel queen, that's what my friends, family, business partners call me. They said, not only are you booking travel, but you're also coaching a travel team. We want you and some of your team members to go to the Bahamas for 4 days, 3 nights, all inclusive. We're going to include your airfare. We want you to really get the full experience of the Bahamas. Now, I had been to the Bahamas as a consumer before, guys, but never for $299, right? Guys, that included our round trip airfare. And all they wanted me to do was experience it from a client's perspective. We saw 3-star properties. We saw 5-star properties. We were able to swim with dolphins, you know, really go to all the festivals and festivities. And at the end of the trip, there was no contracts. All they wanted to know is, based on my experience, if I would start to refer the Bahamas. And of course I did, right? We had some business partners a couple weeks ago that went aboard a Norwegian Cruise Line seminar at sea. Now, this was exclusive to IntelliTravel agents. And yes, you could bring someone that was a non-agent, guys, for $239 per person for a balcony cabin, right? That was incredible. And Norwegian understood that we were already booking travel, but they wanted for us to book more travel. And guess what? Carnival says, wait a minute, we have cruise ships too. And so we can go on a 4-day Bahamas cruise, September 14th through the 18th. Do you see those prices? $199 per person for an ocean view cabin, $299 for a balcony cabin. Guys, that's what consumers pay in taxes on something like this. But this is exclusive, again, to IntelliTravel agents. When we are aboard this cruise ship, all they're going to do is teach us how to sell this cruise the Carnival way, right? And so there are some guarantees here. First and foremost, you can meet or beat your competitor pricing. There's a 100% travel price guarantee. There's a 30-day, no question asked money back guarantee, guys. You have 30 days to try this business out, and if it's not for you, get your money back. We also have the 12-month risk-free profit guarantee. If after an entire year of you working your business, if you haven't earned more or saved more than you've invested, the company is going to refund you the difference, guys. That's why IntelliTravel is an A+ rated company. But there's another side of this, guys. There's a marketing compensation plan where people are actually going to take a look at this opportunity and they're going to say, you know what? Instead of being your travel customer, I want to do what you do. I also want to own my own travel agency. And when they decide to partner with you guys, Planet Marketing is going to pay you. So when you make the decision to become a Planet Marketing rep, guys, you actually own your very own online marketing business. Planet Marketing is about 16 and a half months old. Donald Bradley, the gentleman you see pictured here, he's the founder and chairman of the board. He was already a documented millionaire. This gentleman already had over 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and product distribution. But he had a vision. He wanted to create an opportunity where average people could earn above average income. He says we have to be in an industry that makes sense, where people don't have to have a whole lot of experience. That's why we're marketing the travel industry. But guys, here with Planet Marketing, you're going to hear about people that are able to earn on a part-time basis, a 6-figure income. And what I love about Planet Marketing is that we have stellar leadership. Mr. Andy Coffin, he has over 3 decades of experience, guys. He's the president and CEO of Planet Marketing. This gentleman already managed billion-dollar global businesses. And get this, through his international experience, guys, we are already in 13 different countries. And we have over 15,000 active agents. Very, very powerful. Miss Leanne Treckler, she's our COO, and she manages our support team. What I can appreciate about Planet Marketing is the fact that everything we do is fully compliant. See, people want to know, well, are we in Canada yet? No, we're not. Are we in Africa yet? No, we're not. Why not? Because those countries have very strict laws against travel agents at the what do you call it, the personal or the individual level. So we want to make sure that we are legally compliant in every single country that we operate in. We're in the US, we're in the UK, we're in France, Bahamas, Barbados, Jamaica, of course, the US Virgin Islands, and so many other countries that we'll talk about later. But guys, could you imagine each and every time someone decides to partner in business with you, you're now getting a $50 direct sales commission each and every time that happens the following week. So if you introduce a new business partner tonight, next week you can expect that pay. Guys, there's also a 50% match on each of your personally sponsored referrals. So each time your personal referrals earn a $50 check, you'll get a $25 check. And we also have team bonuses that range from $10 to $60 based on the level that you're promoted in our company. This is paid weekly, and the company does not limit you to how many people you can bring on board. So there's no limit on your direct sales, matches, or team bonuses. And again, it's paid every week. So here's an example, guys. If you were to go out and help 4 people this week, you will earn $200 in your bank account next week. Well, let's say that you teach those 4 to go out and get 4. Well, guess what? Now you're getting $25 for each of their people that they bring on board. That's $400 in matches. Well, let's say that you're a goal builder like Miss Kyra Harris, and you do that. You're now getting an extra $10 per person, no matter if you personally brought them in or not. But guys, that's $200 in team bonuses. That brings you for a total of $800 in 1 week for doing something that you would do anyway, right? And so here is our builder program. When you go out and you get 3 active IntelliTravel agents, guys, you're a bronze builder. When you go to that next level and you get 6 active personal IntelliTravel agents on your team, you're a silver builder, but we have a special promotion right now. You'll also get a 10% travel match on each of your personally sponsored reps. So if someone go out and book that $2,240 cruise commission that I shared with you earlier, you would get a $220 override check just because you personally brought them on board. As a goal builder in our company, guys, you now have 9 personally active IntelliTravel agents, and there's extra money on the table. You're going to get those first level of $10 team bonuses. You're also going to get the 10% match on all your personal reps travel commission, but then you'll get the 10% personal match on your matrix commissions that your personal reps generate, guys. And that is our 3x9 team build matrix. This is our residual income. It's paid out by the 10th of every single month. So here the company is going to pay you $4 for every single person that comes into your organization, no matter if you personally bring them on board or not. This is very, very powerful, and I know Miss Perry is super excited because she says, listen, I want to make sure I am placing my personal reps in position to where they are truly going to maximize. Guys, her matrix is almost completely open. She does have 1 business partner that is in her matrix right now, but guys, her first 3 levels of this matrix is very, very key. Why? Because each time that you position yourself in the matrix, someone is going to come in behind you, and you're going to earn $4 for every person in your organization, no matter if you bring them in or not. I did not totally understand this until it started to happen. I have close to 300 independent travel agents on my team, guys. And so this is very, very powerful because we have people in the company that has over 4,000 agents in their organizations. Guys, could you imagine earning $4 per person? But this is what happens. You don't have to wait until this fully matures, guys. You're going to unlock levels in your matrix as you are building. So some people build it slowly, some people build quickly. But when you bring on 2 personal IntelliTravel agents, guys, you have unlocked the first 2 levels of this matrix. You've now added $48 of residual income to your household. Guys, as a bronze builder, like we just talked about, about, with 3 active IntelliTravel agents on your team, personally sponsored, you now have the potential to earn $156 per month in residual income. And this grows, guys. You see how these levels mature, right? But could you imagine at Goal Builder, you now have unlocked the potential to earn over $118,092 per month in residual income. This is very, very powerful because it's going to happen with or without you. And I know you guys understand how this happens. So it's growing very quickly. Just this time last month, we only had 13,000 agents in our company, guys. We now have 15,000 and we're growing very quickly and strongly. And so what I love about our director program, it has nothing to do with travel sales. Planet Marketing Director program is solely based on you building a team. And when you hit it, you get it. Guys, if you qualify as a 1-star director, which means you have a team of 100 active agents by March 31st, you can expect your director bonus in your bank account no later than the 3rd of April. Very, very powerful, guys. So that's what we mean when we say when you hit it, you get it. Your director bonuses are paid each and every month, no later than the 3rd. Guys, and get this, as a 1-star director, you're guaranteed a minimum of $1,000 per month in income. So you'll hear we have well over 100 directors in our company, guys, and most of them work on a part-time basis. So at 1-star director, that's you and a team of 100 active ITAs, not you personally going out and recruiting 100 active IntelliTravel agents. Guys, that's $500 bonus, a director bonus, and you're now getting $20 in team bonuses. At 2-star director, that's a team of 300 active IntelliTravel agents, $1,000 bonuses, guys, and that's $30 team bonuses. So this goes all the way up to 9-star director, $100,000 a month. I didn't want to go through all of these levels, but we do already have several 3-star directors. We have 2 4-star directors right now, and our #1 income earner is a 5-star director. He has well over 4,000 agents on his team, guys, but his monthly director bonus is $10,000 a month, in addition to his $60 team bonuses. But we have 6-figure rings here. You'll definitely appreciate the fact that your hard work will be showcased through sapphire rings, the ruby rings, diamond rings. We do have someone wearing each of these rings except the double diamond ring. And in fact, our #1 income earner will earn his diamond ring and Rolex ring at our convention in just a couple weeks. But it's a turnkey business, guys. We have everything in place for you. We have a website the company puts together for you. They manage it. You actually have all your accounting, nothing additional for you to pay. Guys, there's a mobile app to grow your business. We have training in person, online, over the phone. We have live events in every major city. We also have regional events. We have our national convention in Vegas in just a few weeks. But of course, you guys, I want you to consider the product, which is travel here. 2 amazing companies that you can partner with. And the compensation plan is very, very aggressive. And you can actually break it down, right? And the timing, you know, Planet Marketing is still a very new marketing company, which means that you will be positioned early enough in the company to reap the rewards when it becomes a legacy company. But here's the cost to get started. Actually, my favorite slide of them all. The IntelliTravel enrollment, guys, is only $179.95. That's a one-time enrollment. Remember, you have a fully licensed, accredited, and functional home-based travel agency, and it's only $39.95 a month to run that side of the business. To start your Planet Marketing business, guys, it's only one time, $19.95. There's no products, guys. You're selling the IntelliTravel agency. You also have a replicated Planet Marketing website put together, and it's only $19.95 a month to run that business. You can be just like Miss Perry and 99% of the other people that see this business. They says, wait a minute, I don't want to leave any money on the table. And when you decide to tap into both businesses, guys, you're paying a total one-time fee of $199.90 to get started. You maximize both opportunities. You're booking travel and you're selling IntelliTravel agencies, and it's only $59.90 a month to run both businesses, guys. So Miss Perry asked me to put together this slide. She said that there's a couple companies that some of you are familiar with, and I do want you to know how we compare. And so a lot of people are familiar with World Venture. The main points to know about World Venture is the fact that they are not travel agents there. It is indeed a travel club. There you're earning points. You're not earning commission. You work 1 month and you're paid the following month. So there's not any like weekly income or right now income that you can earn there. There are no guarantees with the company as well, and they do have car bonuses. The reason I bring that up is because a lot of companies that have car bonuses, if you don't qualify, you don't get the car. If you have the car, you don't qualify, you lose the car, right? Here with Planet Marketing, we don't talk about car bonuses. We pay you your money. So you get a chance to decide if you want to invest, save, or spend it, right? But their lowest package or enrollment is $99 and $20.99 a month. Their highest package is $999.99 to get started, $99.99 a month. And remember, it's a vacation club. Here, she also said that some of you guys are familiar with Surge 365. This company is based on travel savings, right? They have a booking site, and you're paid the savings that people can find rather than the commission, okay? It's a savings club, but they do also offer the opportunity for you to have a travel agent license and accreditation as well. They give out car bonuses. Their lowest enrollment is $99 and $39.95 a month, and their highest enrollment, which is supposed to be the package where you're paid your commissions and all of that good stuff, but their highest is $399 enrollment, $59.90 a month. And so then when you look here, we are two companies. IntelliTravel is the agency, Planet Marketing is the marketing side. So marketing is not required with us. You do own your very own accredited home-based travel agency, guys. You're getting paid travel commissions, and we have those guarantees. So you have absolutely no risk. You saw several streams of income, and then you have the lowest enrollment of $19. I'm sorry, I didn't update that. It's actually the lowest is $19.95, $19.95 a month, and then the highest is $199.90. That's for both packages, and only $59.90 a month. But again, this is a perfect opportunity for everyone, guys. It's a win-win opportunity. Why is that? Because people will either book travel with you or become your business partner. It's one or the other, and either way, you're paid. And so there's no experience needed. I didn't talk about paperwork or requirements. You can work from anywhere that you have Wi-Fi. So that's from your cell phone, your iPad, your laptop. Of course, our money back guarantee is phenomenal, guys. But that's the end of the presentation. We do want to welcome you to get started. But I know, Miss Perry, I want to bring you back to the line so that we can open up for any questions that you want me to answer, and how you actually want to help people get started tonight.
Great. Well, I appreciate this presentation so much. Lavonda, this is great, and you've given some really good information very concisely and quickly. And yes, we do have some questions. If anybody else that's listening has any other questions, please type them into the box that you see on the right side, and we'll try to get some answers for you pronto quico. Okay, so first question, and the people are texting me too. This is crazy. I'm being bombarded from every side here. It's awesome. Okay, so first question is, what certifications would you recommend?
Well, I always train the team when getting certified to get certified in what you like, right? Because you're going to get some extra perks and benefits from getting certified. So for instance, I got certified in American Airlines because I already had a ton of American Airlines flight miles as a consumer. So when I made it my business, I wanted to surely make sure that I got certified with American. And I'm a Jamaica specialist because my family, we go to Jamaica every single year. So it made sense to get certified there. If you like cruises, you'll have access to get certified in cruises. There's also some specific resort certifications like Disney. A lot of people come on board and they get certified with Disney. It's free, but what Disney does is they give you additional discounts, perks, and benefits when you become a Disney Master Specialist. So if there's something that you in particular want to focus on, like I was already a certified event planner, so of course I'm a destination wedding specialist. It just made sense, right? And so if there's something you want to further your education, it's up to you, guys. We sell the world, so it could be overwhelming and it's almost impossible to learn everything. So I always tell people to start off with what interests you the most. You will market it better and you'll get the perks and benefits of free rooms and free or significantly discounted travel based on your travel bookings and just you completing the certification.
Great. Good, good. Okay, so next question is there a list of the certifications to go over?
There are 2 websites that you will be given access to immediately once you become a travel agent, and that would be travelagentacademy.com and travelagentuniversity.com. They'll verify your affiliation with your host agency, and there are hundreds, literally hundreds of certifications. One trick that I teach our team is if you're looking for a certification, go to Google. That's actually how I found a Moon Palace resort in Jamaica. One of my clients asked me if I knew anything about it. So one thing that I like to do is get certified and learn more before booking certain trips, right? And so I Googled Moon Palace resorts for travel agents, and I found an exclusive website provided just by that particular resort and their certification. So there's tons of them. Travel Agent Academy and Travel Agent University, some of them have some of the same certifications, and sometimes one have one that the other doesn't. So you'll have complete access to that.
Okay, good deal. All right, someone asked, can we be on the Travel Queens team? But I think they are, right?
You are. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. So this is the amazing thing, right? So Miss Perry is already on the Travel Queens team. So Miss Kyra brought on Darren. Darren brought on Miss Perry. And so all of you are on the Travel Queens team. And it definitely works in your favor, because when I got that exclusive private invitation to the Bahamas, my team was invited. It wasn't like one of those familiarization trips where American Airlines told everyone. It was a private fam trip. And because we book a lot of travel on our team and they see us all over the place, I get exclusive invitations all the time, and so does people on our team. So yes, you're very fortunate to be with the Travel Queen.
Great. Well, the same person that just asked that question said, I just became an agent. So yay, he's on board now. That's great.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah. Good, good. Okay, so the next comment is, do not let my wife see that slide about the cruise to the Bahamas. Okay, we'll just put that one. Okay. Yeah, okay, so is it better to recruit people to be agents under you or to find people to travel?
That is an amazing question. Okay, so because I am not like most of you that had experience with recruiting, when I came on board, I was focused on booking travel, right? I have almost 3 years of experience. So the company that I was with previously did not pay a 10% travel override, okay? So there was really just, I got paid only on my travel. Here with this company, I found it very rewarding to offer the business first. First and foremost, I would much rather people save money as their own travel agent, right? And then most people only book major trips with the travel agent, right? They may go on like a overnight trip, or when me and my husband want to get away from our babies and our parents spend the night, we get a hotel room, right? And so, you know, people do all types of trips like that. And so I found it very rewarding to offer the business first. That way I would get a 10% override on all the travel that all of my personal agents book. So in fact, guys, the gentleman that I told you that booked over 200 cabins on this cruise, he actually approached me to book the trip. And I said, well, wow, why are you booking a trip? He says, well, I'm a promoter. I own my own business. I said, well, you should look at this from a business perspective. Well, he's going to earn over $20,000 on that cruise commission, and I will get $2,000 override, and I didn't have to book the travel, right? So it definitely helps you leverage when you offer the business. We have nonprofit organizations. In fact, there's a gentleman that's booking an entire cruise ship. He has a jazz preservation society nonprofit, and I personally brought him on board. He's doing all the work. I'll get an override. So now it has its perks and benefits, right? So if someone says, well, no, I don't want to do the business, I just want to book travel with you, then you book the travel and earn the commission. But I like to lead with the business.
Great, good, good. Okay, so I think you already said the total number of agents that you have. Where is the majority of them located?
Majority of my team is located in Texas, and that's because I'm in Texas. But we have team members in the UK on our team, in Florida, the Virgin Islands, Jamaica, Florida, California, Chicago, so all over the place. And what I love about what we do is we get online, we Zoom. If you're not familiar with Zoom, that's where you get on with your web cameras. So it brings us closer. And because I work the business full time, I'm literally around the clock available over the phone or online. Sometimes people say, hey, I need your help booking this trip. And I'll say, okay, get on Zoom so I can see what you're doing. So it's awesome. We get a chance to be connected without being there physically.
Yeah, awesome. Great. Okay, and speaking of international representatives, we have Kirsten from New Zealand who wants to know, is this available in New Zealand, and how does it compare to coastal travel?
I'm not familiar with coastal travel. We are not yet in New Zealand, but we are working on those compliance issues. So Planet Marketing, they hire a legal team, right, to make sure that we are legally compliant, that we actually can operate as a travel agency in countries prior to taking the opportunity there. And we're not there yet in New Zealand. In fact, I can't wait, because I had team members on my team in Australia in our previous opportunity. So I'm actually waiting for that green light any moment.
Okay, and what about Germany is another question. No?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
okay. Okay, okay, so the next question is, do you name your company something like Super Saver Vacations or something, or is the site geared to travel or recruiting?
Repeat the question.
Okay, first part, do you name your company something like Super Saver Vacations or something?
So you get a chance to name your company whatever you like, and you can always change it. So some people gear their name of their travel to, like for instance, we have someone that's Grace Travels, Royal Travel, and some people says I own my own travel business. Like, it's totally up to you. And what was the second question?
Okay, the second part is the site that we're sending people to geared to travel or to recruiting?
Both, actually. So the website that you would send people to, it says your business on one side. So when people click to learn more, they're learning about how they can build a business, how they can build a team, the perks and the benefits and the compensation. On the left side, it says your product. And when they click learn more, they learn more about the travel agency, the travel industry, how they're paid, and how they can market and really brand their travel business.
Okay. All right. Someone else is saying, thank you, Lavonda. This is good. And yeah. Okay. And so what is the age limit for this?
18 years old is the minimum age to get into the business.
Okay, but if you're not yet 18, then could you partner with somebody who is, if you're willing to do the work?
So if you're not 18, okay, this is the situation. When you partner in the business, you're either registering your social security number or an EIN number for a business. So we've had people that are in the business where their children own their own businesses. Therefore, they have an EIN number. And so when they sign them up, even though they're younger than 18, that business has an EIN number, so it makes it valid. And they're just signed up under their parents' date of birth, because you do have to put in a date of birth to validate your age. And yes, of course, you can partner. But if you're talking about on the travel side, it gets a little tricky. So my husband was not in the business until it was time to go to the Bahamas because some of the fam trips, they say, hey, you can bring a +1, right? And they don't have to be a travel agent. And then you have some that says, you know what? No, you can. The only way that you can get this rate is if they're also a travel agent, or if you want to travel and you're not with the person that's actually registered as a travel agent, you may not have access to those discounts or benefits. And I hope that answers the question. What do you think, Ms. Perry?
It sounds good to me. I'm so new to this thing that I'm just sitting here asking questions, reading off to you what everybody else is saying. Okay, so here comes the next one. When we sign up under Miss Ray, are we going to be in separate lines or all stacked underneath one another?
Oh, that's a good question, and that is totally up to Miss Ray. What she is doing is collecting you guys information, and you see that link, that Google link. So that is not necessarily officially signing you up, but she has such a heart of gold. She said, LaVonda, I want to make sure that when I launch, that I am able to position people properly. And so I'm going to coach her and help her to be able to do that. So truly, the first 20 people that partner with her is going to have an amazing lineage in her organization. And she's going to put you guys in a great position.
And for those of you who know me, you probably know Teresa Ball from Georgia, mother of 11, who homeschools her children, and she's also a relationship expert and was with Send Out Cards. She's been my my Send Out Cards strategist for a very long time, and helps me keep everything straight. And so she's going to be helping me with this. She's just signed up a minute ago too, and so she's going to be helping us get this all coordinated. So you'll be working probably with her and also with Miss Kyra and also with LaVonda to make sure that we get all this stuff right, because the main thing I want to do is I want to take care of everybody correctly, and I know that it's important to structure this right, so that's what we're going to be doing here. Okay, so you've also got people that are saying you may be in Texas, but now you are in Michigan because they just signed up.
Yay! And we have business partners in Michigan, so I will make sure to connect you guys. Congratulations.
Yes, so you're in Michigan big time now. Okay, and so next question is, do I need to make minimum direct sales to receive percentages of my recruited team's sales?
No. Oh my God. So that is $1 million question. And that's what makes this opportunity so aggressive, right? Because some people are used to, you have to meet a certain volume of sales. And remember, I said there's no requirements, no quotas. Once you have a minimum of 6 independent travel agents on your team personally by March 31st, you qualify for the 10% override. Guys, it doesn't matter if you're booking the travel or not. Your only qualification is that you have your 6 personally sponsored reps, ITAs, by March 31st. That's a special promotion. That's why I said March 31st. Because normally it's you have to have 9 independent travel agents where you're a gold builder, and then you qualify for your 10% override. In fact, most of our top money earners in the company, they don't book any travel, but they're getting a ton of override commissions because of their position as a gold builder and above. They're getting that 10% override on all their personally sponsored reps. So that was a great question. Thanks for asking that.
Okay, great. Okay, next question is this is the girl that's in New Zealand. Is it possible to join from a nation that is not yet open but market to the registered nations via social media?
Oh, she is going to be amazing on your team when we can do business in New Zealand. But there's no way, because our sign up process validates your country code, and so there's no way to sign up with the New Zealand country code at the moment.
Okay. All right. Darn. That's sad. Okay. So the network marketing part is the $19.95 a month part, right? And if you want to do both, you'll be paying the $59.95 a month, right?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. And you don't have to do both, but it's recommended that you do, right?
Right. You don't have to do both. But it's like, why leave any money on the table? So we've had instances where people say, you know what, y'all know how people are, right? They're kind of intimidated by recruiting and sharing the opportunity. So some people will say, I just want to come on board and all I want to do is book travel. So they'll come on board, they'll pay the $179.95 to get started. They're paying $39.95 a month. And then something happens where they have a friend that says, wait, my family is planning a family reunion and I don't want to book it through you. I want to own my own travel agency. And so then they're frantic and they're trying to figure out, wait a minute, how do I now add Planet Marketing so that I can sign them up so that they can have their own travel agency, right? So we truly tell people to already have yourself in position. So when it happens, it happens. So the gentleman that's booking the entire Carnival cruise ship, he was actually booking that through another IntelliTravel agent. And he asked that agent, he says, listen, I actually want to know how I can own my own travel agency so I can book it myself. Well, she told him that wasn't possible. She was like, no, you have to book it through me. Well, then he remembered that I had been posting on Facebook like crazy that you can own your own travel agency. And he was shocked when he saw that we were also with IntelliTravel. And so he says, I wonder why she wouldn't sign me up. And I said, well, she probably didn't understand, or she's probably not even in the Planet Marketing side. He signed up and she lost completely. So would it be better to get the 10% override or to lose a customer, right? Because some people that understand business, they're going to want to get in the business. They'll see it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So the girl, Kirsten in New Zealand says, but what if I have an American address?
So, if you have an American address, if you have a social security number, then you are in business.
Or an EIN.
Or an EIN number. You're absolutely right.
Right, which she could get pretty easy, but not a social here in America. Right. Okay, good. All right, so one of our new representatives here just asked, can we market this to China?
Not yet, but let me tell you guys, Mr. Bradley and the legal team are aggressively going after compliance and licensing for China. They have billions of people. So our next country that we will be in is the Philippines. So we're actually in countdown mode right now. It should be less than 45 days. We will be operating in the Philippines.
Great, good deal. Well, we have, actually, it's Mr. John Hogan who's talking to you here about the China thing. He just got back from China about 2 days ago with his son, Braden. I sent them over there on an excursion for me, and they just got back, and they're excited as all get out. So they've got some connections over there.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Okay, so another question is, do we need to fill out the Google form if we've already signed up?
No. How have they already signed up? You gave them your website?
Yes. This afternoon I've already sent my website to a couple people.
Okay, then if you already have the website and you signed up, no. The Google link is to get the information so that now Ms. Perry can strategically place you in a winning position.
Okay.
So if they sign up on their own, we lose the ability to place them. It's wherever the system put them.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, okay. Well, All right. So, next question is, how much is it to sign up? I know that you had a slide a few slides back that had the three sets of it, the three sets of options, which is one or two or the combined two.
Do they still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let me get back there. Okay, there
Okay,
you
so
go.
I'm getting a text right now that's saying it's better to go through the link on the webinar than go to the website that I sent you guys to this afternoon.
All right. There you have it.
Okay, great. Good deal.
All
So
right.
there's the pricing.
So here's the breakdown. The red box is the IntelliTravel agency, one time $179.95 enrollment, unlimited monthly support, $39.95 a month. The Planet Marketing Rep is the $19.95 a month and $19.95 one-time enrollment. So if you're planning to get started in both businesses, you'll pay a total of $199.90 for your enrollment in both companies. And so today is the 21st. And so the 21st of every month, you could expect your monthly fee to come out of $59.90 per month on this day of each month. I hope that makes sense.
Okay, great. Good deal. Okay, is there some go ahead.
I'm sorry. One other thing I wanted to point out is, for everyone that's in the U.S., this is a tax deduction. So now that travel is your business, you have the opportunity to write off all of your travel from your taxes. That is a big deal, especially if you travel quite a bit. Now IRS allow you, whenever you use your product, to write it off 100%. So that's an added bonus and tax advantage.
Okay, good. All righty. So, is there some templated market for social media that they provide?
Not that they provide, but remember, you guys are on the team of the #3 recruiter in the entire company. 95% of my business was grown through social media. In fact, that's how Miss Kyra Harris and I met. That's how I coach. And I'm known as the social media expert. I'm also a partner with Constant Contact, where I specialize in coaching businesses on email marketing and how to grow their business online. So you guys get all that free training. If you're on Facebook, we have secret groups that's just for our team. And so I give like daily posts and pictures and things that you can put on your page and help you generate business as well. So you'll be coached and guided on the marketing and sales tools in that regard. Remember, Planet Marketing is still a fairly new company, and so I was actually just on the phone with corporate Sunday saying, hey, we need some templates so that if people are joining our teams without our knowledge, they'll have access to these things. So those are in the works.
Okay, great. Okay, so someone says, Kirsten said from New Zealand, thank you so much for your time. And
you're welcome.
Next question is, does the director jacket come in navy blue?
Yes, it does. And the funny thing is, or not the funny thing, but the cool thing for us who've been wearing the director's jacket for over a year is that they're going to come out with some different styles and colors. So yeah, we're excited about that.
Good. Okay. Another question. Is it possible to add the marketing side at a later date?
Absolutely. Yes.
Great.
It's not a simple process. If you were to get started as an IntelliTravel agent only, when you get ready to add the Planet Marketing side, you will contact Miss Perry or myself or Kyra Harris, and we would have to contact corporate and have them added. Otherwise, it would create like two different accounts or legs of business for you.
Okay. All right. And then someone's asking where the link to sign up is, and you're suggesting right now that they just go into this Google link down here, and then you'll get back with them and help them get signed up, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
And actually, that link has all the information that we'll need to sign them up everything is there, so that then on the back end, I'll help you and Teresa position the folks on your team.
Okay, great. And someone asked, will there be a replay of this available? I missed the first 15 minutes. Yes, we are recording this, and we will have it out on a web page tonight, and I'll send you the link to it first thing in the morning. I'm not sure what the name of the page is yet. We haven't created it yet, but we'll get it out to you first thing in the morning so you can watch it over again.
Woohoo!
Okay, good. All right. And okay, I don't see any more comments or questions. All right, how much information will be available when recruiting? I think that's what it is. Recruiting, yes.
What do they mean by that? Can you explain?
How much information do you have for like training to help them recruit other people? I think that's what the question is.
Good question. So in addition to the Planet Marketing back office, your coach over here also builds websites. So we have our very own team website that has specific videos like how to recruit on Facebook, how to host a travel party, and different things like that. Different strategies on actually even on the travel side, because again, you know, I come with a corporate background, certified event planner. So I also have trainings where I teach you how to get contracts. We have people on our team that have contracts where they're booking travel for corporations. We have one lady that has a contract with Al's Formal Wear, where she actually books all the honeymoons for their brides and grooms that inquire about that service. And so there's a lot of different technique and strategy that I coach and teach you guys often. Uh-oh. Are you there, Miss Perry? Hello?
Shows she's here, but I don't hear her.
Uh-oh, Bill, you might have to take over.
Oh, yeah, right. Ray, what happened to you? Whoop, it shows she's gone.
I'm sorry.
There she come back.
No, that's okay. I was going to ask one of the questions. It says, is there a deadline on signing up?
Thank you.
There is not a deadline. The sooner the better. So, I mean, we're not going anywhere as a company, so the opportunity will be here.
Right. Well, and I have a comment to make about that. Pardon me for getting lost in the audio. That's one of the bad things about living out in the middle of nowhere with an internet connection that only works when it wants to. We still use cans and strings that connect to each other out here. But the thing about signing up for something like this is what we're doing right now tonight. I've just been checking the email. We've already had 4 people register tonight, like while we were right before and on this call. So the thing is, the thing that you have to understand about network marketing is that what she just said a minute ago about the residual income that you get paid for the people that are under you. So when we're building 3 legs here, the strategy would be to be in the highest position in those legs that you can, because we are placing people where they need to be in this, strategically here, and according to who you know and things like that. I mean, we're not doing anything that's wrong or illegal or unethical or anything like this. We just want to make sure that we're making this thing work the way it's been designed to work, and also to benefit the most people. And so if you wait and sign up after you've had 3 or 4 weeks to think about it, first of all, you're going to be at the bottom of the group here, so you're not going to have anybody under you that's going to give you residual income. But also, you might just forget about it, because I can't tell you how many things that have come along like this. Like one of them is Bitcoin. I found Bitcoin when it was 4 cents. Let me look at it and tell you what it is right now. It is $1,100, and it started at a penny. I waited, and I'm sick about waiting. So that's, I mean, pray about it, think about it, research it and all that stuff, but don't put this off very long, because this is an opportunity, and I want you guys to take advantage of it and not miss it. So you don't have to. There's no no deadline, no. But I would not wait on this thing. Okay, so does anybody else have any other questions, or do you have any other comments or anything like that? What do you guys think about Miss Lavonda here? Isn't she awesome?
Thank you.
Well, let's see what they say. All right, type fast, quick. Say something. All right, here we go. She is amazing. Amazing woman. Very awesome. Let's see what else. I look forward to working with her. Okay, super inspiring. Keep going. More. Come on, tell me.
Oh my gosh.
Very
You guys
awesome.
are awesome.
Brilliant. Yeah, and these people are coming from all over the country. I know where some of them are from. Brilliant, incredible. Bring on the success. Thank you, Lavonda. So excited to be working with you. We appreciate you, Lavonda. So yay, this is awesome. So glad that you guys were able to be on the call with us tonight and learn from this lady, because I tell you what, first of all, everything that Darren Vanette has ever told me in his entire life has been right on. He has helped me make money. He has helped me save money. And so I asked him the other day if he had a solution for a travel agent, because I know that he's been in that world for a very long time. Being from New Orleans, he's worked in that industry, and New Orleans is a destination city, so it's known for travel. So when he told me that I needed to talk to Miss Kyra and Miss Lavonda, I just did what he said. I just called him on the phone and said, here, talk to me, tell me about this thing. I have to know what this is all about, because Darren sent me, and they've taken super great care of me so far. And we've been on the phone and texting and everything. And so I asked them to do this presentation tonight so that they could give you their expertise. And I want to bring Miss Kyra on here for just a minute too. Kyra, are you unmuted? I want you guys to meet her, because she's actually helped me a lot and then connected me to Miss Lavonda. Kyra, are you there? We'll get her on here in a minute.
Yes, in fact, Miss Kyra is one of the most coachable people on my team. I have not personally met Mr. Darren, but Miss Kyra has been absolutely amazing. She's a part of our 2020 club, and what that means is she's helped over 20 families personally. And what we tell people is that when you hit 2020 club, you are just a breath away from directorship. So we're looking forward to Miss Kyra stepping into directorship in the next couple weeks. So she's exciting. And Miss Kyra went to Aruba last year for $145. I mean, who does that, right? And she just finds these amazing deals all over the world as a travel agent. She is a communications expert. So she'll actually coach you guys on how to get these amazing discounts. In fact, one of the ladies on her team got a $50 per night discount just based on an email that Kyra told them to send to an MGM resort, or I'm sorry, a Margaritaville resort, where the room was actually $2.99 a night, and they gave it to her for $50 a night. So you guys are in great hands with Miss Kyra.
Oh, that's great. A couple more comments coming in are, we appreciate you, Lavonda. Ray, you are amazing too. Role model of a lifetime. Another person said, I called Kyra and have had a great conversation. Yep, good comments. Okay, so I'm trying to get Miss Kyra unmuted here. Not sure exactly what the problem is. It's technical, I'm sure.
She's self-muted, so you can't unmute her. She has to unmute herself.
Okay, Miss Kyra, just click that microphone, that red microphone beside your name. If you click it, it'll unmute you. See if we can get her on here before we say goodbye. Anything else you guys want to ask? This is your last chance to ask any questions or make any comments. I so want you to look at this because, first of all, I want you to go travel with me. You know, I'm fixing to go to Russia. I'm getting ready to go. I just got invited yesterday to go do a women's retreat in Belize. I want to take you guys with me. And so you can't say that you can't afford to go. If you can fly down there cheap, you can stay cheap, we can take a cruise down there. I'm going on a cruise in January, and I'm going to do a workshop in St. Kitts while I'm down there for a school on entrepreneurship. So I'm going to Scotland in the fall. I want you guys to go with me. So let's do this thing for yourself and your friends as well. The other thing is that if you plan on missions, if you're going to Israel, if you are sending your kids to the other side of the world for any reason whatsoever, they have to fly to get there. So there's several ways of paying for stuff like that. You can go out and do the fundraisers and raise the money, or why not just get a discount on your flights? So you can book them yourself and get a commission off of it if once you're qualified for that, or however that works. I don't even know. But think about this. This is a way to save money as well as make money. So, okay, we have another question. Oh my goodness, this is from Darren. Darren, let's unmute you real quick. Somebody figure out how to get Darren unmuted. Okay, excellent call. Thank you, Ray, for sending that email out. Okay, and somebody said, let's go to Jamaica to go see Barrington. We just did that in January. Barrington's one of our friends that sells on international Amazon. Bill, see if you can move Darren to the other side and open his line up. Darren's on the call tonight. He has a question. If you, Miss Lavonda, if you haven't met Darren, oh my goodness, you just have to fly to New Orleans and go meet this guy. He's unbelievable. You're going to absolutely love him.
Darren?
Awesome. We're planning to do that. Hey, Darren.
Darren, are you there?
You there yet?
I
me. Okay.
I moved him over, but he didn't show up as a microphone. Maybe he's on his phone.
Tyra's unmuted now, she says.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure how to get him on here. Anyway, another person is saying, how do we know? Okay, first of all, my wife is ready to go to New Orleans to go see Darren. Okay.
Awesome.
You'll have to do that separately. I can't help you with that. Okay.
So the good news is with New Orleans have a very, very special travel agent certification, and they give you a VIP pass to the city. So you get just special travel agent rates on their hotels there. You also get discounts on your dinner and activities. And so it's just incredible. So we have a lot of New Orleans certified agents on our team as well.
Okay, great. Okay,
Darren,
so
Darren has to unmute
Bill.
himself.
Okay, Darren, unmute yourself. I didn't take your call just now. We'll see if we can get him in. Okay, another question is, how do we know that these prices are competitive with Expedia and the other discount travel services?
So as a travel agent, it's different for yourself, right? So these are rates that are they're private to travel agents. So Expedia even have a website just for travel agents. It's called Expedia Tab, right? And so you as an agent, your rates for your consumers will be comparable, but there's times where you'll be able to pick up the phone and say, listen, I'm online right now and I see this room at $189 per night. I'm a travel agent and I need to get my client there. Is there any other discounts that you can offer? So a lot of time when you contact the vendors directly, I don't know what kind of little codes they have, but they can give you additional discounts. So when your clients, that's the benefit of booking with a travel agent as well. And that's how we sell it, right? Because now you can pick up a phone. When they're booking on the websites, it is what it is, right? And so you as a travel agent, though, your rates are just ridiculously different than what you would ever book online. For instance, that JW Marriott, we paid $89 per night for that room. It was $259 a night online. And so, wow. And that was just my travel agent rate. But I can't give that rate to my clients, right? Because they are not going to get close to $200 discount because they're not in the business. However, if it was a $259 rate, perhaps I can get it for them for $229 or $239, right? It's still saving them money by making that phone call.
Okay.
Right. Awesome.
Hello?
Good deal. Okay. So, hey, Kyra and Darren are both open now. So, Darren, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Just let us know how you know Kyra and how you found out about this thing. I want you just to meet Darren for a second.
Well, you know me, I believe in strong relationships. Kyra's father is a member of our church, and she, I watched her grow up in church, and so I know she was a good kid. I say kid because I'm 50 years old, but wonderful person, and she kept putting these posts on the internet, and you know, I have this strategy that in Revelation it says that you know the end times come when travel and knowledge increase. Well, we know knowledge is increased because we have Google. We don't need encyclopedias. Well, I always knew I needed a travel business, and so I was a part of Coastal. Somebody mentioned Coastal. Very disappointed. I was a part of other. I was constantly looking for travel. So I said, I'm going to ask this girl these questions, and if she gets them right, I'm in. Well, she just breezed through the questions, and I was just really blown away. And so I said, well, I'm not gonna, I knew, well, I'm going to do this. And so when Ray asked me the questions, I said, oh, got the answer already. So that's how we connected with Kyra.
That's awesome. Okay, Kyra, you're there, right?
I am here. Hello, everyone.
Great. Well, tell us a little bit about your experience so far, and just something about you.
Okay, well, I was introduced to this business because I wanted to be involved in this business. I literally went online searching for an opportunity where I can travel more. So I went online and I searched how to become a travel agent without going to school. And Mrs. Thornton, that lovely lady you all met tonight, she populated on the Google search and it said become a travel agent located in Houston. So I was like, okay, this is too good to be true, especially when I saw the price. So I contacted her and I basically told her, hey, we have to meet in person. And I did. I went to a travel party, and from there, I have been in this amazing business. I'm excited because I've met great people in the process. I've met you as well, Ms. Ray, and it's just amazing because of the people that you actually start acquiring along the time of just, sharing your business. And that's exactly what we do. We sell travel. Travel sells itself. So why would I sit on an opportunity that I know we can offer to individuals? This is opportunity to earn additional income. This is the opportunity for you to own your own home-based business. And listening to you, especially last night when we spoke over the phone and what you do to empower individuals to own their own home-based businesses, this was the perfect match. But been in the business for a year, since January of last year. I love it. I travel frequently. I plan to travel more. And I'm excited to welcome everyone who's interested. And I tell you, this is going to be the blessing, the best blessing ever to come your way. Thank you so much.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. And for Ms. Kyra and Ms. Lavonda, wait until you meet us all in person, because we might be a Facebook group or a little online community right now, but we actually have 2 live conferences a year where we get together and talk about stuff like this. We just had one a week ago at Fall Creek Falls State Park in Tennessee. It was awesome. Some of the people that are on this call tonight were there, and some of the other ones that were not there were kicking themselves because they wanted to be there but they couldn't make it. So you're going to love us when you get a chance to meet us in person, but you're also going to love meeting Darren Burnett because he is awesome, man of God. So thank you so much, Darren and Kyra and Miss Lavonda, for being on the call with us tonight. It's a blessing to have you guys here.
Absolutely.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, this is great. So, sure. Anybody else have any other questions or comments? I need to let you guys go. We've gone a little bit over time from what we budgeted for you, because we want to make sure that we give everything to you quickly and concisely and not waste your time, because we know your time is super valuable, way more so than your money. So anybody have any last questions or comments or anything that they'd like to make? If not, we'll let everybody go. Okay, this is your time to type some quick words in there.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for them to type, I want to thank you and just, it's been amazing since I just met you Sunday night on the phone. And so, Ms. Ray, I look forward to helping each and every one that's on tonight's call be successful and live the life of their dreams and travel to places that they never thought they could. And together, we'll make a promise to help other people. And I heard what Mr. Darren said, and I'm absolutely excited always to help educate others and expose them more to the things that they desire to have and should have. So I'm excited.
Right. Oh, I've got another question. Can a husband and wife qualify as 2 separate businesses?
Yes.
Yes. So they can be under each other or completely separate?
Yeah, they can be under each other. So wife joins, sign up husband, or husband joins, sign up wife.
Okay, great. Okay. Someone's asking about the Facebook group for the Travel Queen, but I think we should let you give that to them privately after they come through this link that you have down here on the bottom. Wouldn't that be the best thing?
That would definitely be the best thing. And it may be easier for Kyra to friend you guys because I'm maxed out. So I got to figure out who I'm going to delete on my Facebook page. And so her name is Kyra, Kyra Harris. On Facebook. And so after you guys are in the business as reps and ITAs, she will friend you and add you to the secret groups that we have on Facebook.
Okay, great. Good deal. Alrighty, so thank you so much for talking with us tonight and sharing all this great information with us. I appreciate it so much. And I don't see any more questions, so I think we're going to let you guys go. And this will be up tomorrow, so if you guys need to go through it and watch it again, you are totally welcome to do that and share it with other friends if you have them. So Ms. Kyra, thank you so much for talking with me yesterday and introducing me to this business and to Lavonda. Darren, thank you for being on here with us tonight and for introducing me to Ms. Kyra. And Ms. Lavonda, thank you so much for giving us a great presentation tonight with tons of content, lots of facts, great answers, and we look forward to meeting you in person at some point in the future. But thank you so much for a great presentation.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Great. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys soon. Good night.